7:30.
There was an update for Dell, and I canceled out of it.
Um,
Yeah,
So
I
it's
just
just-
did mine too.
Now it's down.
Harry has resigned. He just was overloaded with other commitments, so something had to give, so we now have a vacancy. He was full member. Do either of the two alternates want to move up to full, and then we'll just post for an alternate? That would be Gary or Susan.
I don't care.
I'm fine staying an alternate.
You are?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you want, I can move you up
Sure.
and then post. All right. That works for me. All right, the Delta Drive, do you want to just put that up there?
Yeah.
These should both be pretty quick and easy.
Why is it not? Okay. How do I get full? Is it there?
I was hoping somebody would be here because I wanted to ask them, what's the plan behind this?
I mean, what were they, why are they doing this?
They must be creating another industrial lot.
In the application, I think is one that said they have perhaps someone who wants the other lot, but it's bigger than they want. And so they want to move the property line to put more of the property with the existing building.
Oh, okay.
It's going the other way, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Was it? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My concern is that the only access to the part that's being transferred is from the existing lot. Other than that, you gotta dredge and fill to cross that wetland to get to it. So all of a sudden, they're transferring this property, and it's gonna require a dredge and fill to access the rest of it.
We come off the circle?
No, I'm saying, you know, if I'm right, this lot line here is moving over to here.
Right.
So all of this open space is being transferred into this lot. And you've got wetland, wetland, wetland. How do you get to this piece except coming in this lot, but they're taking it away from that lot?
I took it as they were going to just develop on the right
Well,
half.
that's kind of what I would think too, but why would you do this then? Because now, again, you're creating, if you want to use that piece, that open space, you're creating a requirement for a dredge and fill.
I think they're all small acres, so they wouldn't fall under the buffer ordinance, right?
Right.
But it would still be a dredge and fill.
You still require a straight dredge and fill to alter the wetland.
They must be pretty confident that that will happen.
Also, yeah, I mean, isn't there also an easement that runs through there? Isn't that what the shaded thing is?
Proposed temporary drainage easement. And there's an existing drainage easement right along the
Right.
existing lot line to be abandoned.
Could we ask them to come in and explain themselves? Did we miss something in the narrative?
Says the reason for the lot line adjustment is the intended buyer does not need the surplus land on the east side of the property. So they're trying to sell the land with the building on it right now. And he doesn't wanna pay tax on all the land, presumably.
Oh, so they're selling the building, not.
Yeah.
That's how I read
Oh, I
it.
have it backwards.
And the added land will make the new parcel more attractive to future interested parties, which goes to what Gene is saying, only if they have access to it.
But I think you could, if you didn't worry too much about that open space you didn't want to buy, you could access the other parcel from the cul-de-sac, right?
It looks like you go across the north end of the property and get into it.
Or could that eventually be just two parcels?
Could eventually be 2 parcels, but you still end up with having to cross the wetland to access the open space.
Well, if the middle one came in that guy's driveway and this one came in the cul-de-sac,
Hmm.
you could get around it. But I don't know, what is, I can't read how much acreage each, is it 2 acres? 2 point something.
Existing 2.7, existing 5.6, I think it is proposed.
So each one's about 2.5. So if they do the lot line adjustment, that's one thing. Once they have plans to cross the wetland, they have to come back,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
so.
So it sounds like right now they're just taking that isolated parcel away from the existing building because the buyer doesn't want it.
So what, do we want to say anything about the dredge and fill? Or just wait till they come back?
I think it would be fair to caution the planning board that this could be creating a future problem
Hmm.
for the development of the other parcel, in that there's no way to access it.
Well, could you not access it in the northeast corner?
Yeah, right, you could, but then you can't access that land that they're transferring very well.
Is that wetland as well? I thought the wetland was the outlying parts.
This could be creating a future problem for the transferred acreage due to having to cross wetland to access.
I don't think you do. I think in the northeast corner, you can go in there. You can come off of Delta Drive,
There's
Or-
there's a gap right here.
or you can come across the property from the cul-de-sac. And go across the northern edge. The wetlands are the oddly shaped dashed lines.
So what is the gray, just it's
I'm not sure,
drainage
That's-
I
easement?
haven't figured that out.
It's the easement. The drainage easement.
Drainage easement.
Our
Which
side.
means
Just means you can't
build in that, but you
build a
could-
structure in there, but you
Yeah,
can
but
put,
they're
Put a
gonna abandon
driveway.
that easement and create a new temporary, right? That easement's going away.
It's temporary. Yeah.
they're saying it's a proposed temporary drainage easement.
Because there's that wetland there, that north-south wetland is wet because it's a
Stormwater basin.
Yeah, basin, right. So I-
So it's not a true wetland.
It is, no, it is true, it's, as, here it says, limited wetland as flagged by Gove Environmental, and that's, all of this is part that go flagged as wetland.
Yeah.
So it is legally a wetland. You know, it's really curious that you got this much wetland up here, how does this water get into here? Because this is where it all exits from, down here.
Yeah.
Well, that must be why the drainage easement's there, right? Does, must convey,
That upper,
I'm sure it includes water coming off of Delta Drive, right?
It must, yeah.
So there must be a swell up there or something.
so they'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, so the thing is, if this is temporary, how are they replacing that drainage function?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it's proposed temporary, they're not saying it is temporary. They're not even saying that it exists.
Oh, yeah.
The existing drainage easement is
The skinny.
right down the lot line,
Yeah, right.
but the stormwater basin has become a wetland because of the water flowing through it.
All right,
So it's a problem for somebody else when they wanna buy it.
right. Okay,
So are we
Two
gonna
Perkins.
mention a comment about a future problem or not?
oh yeah, that's what,
Oh, okay.
this could be creating a future problem for the transferred acreage due to having to cross wetland to access it.
Yep, great. Question on Perkins Road was, there was a lot of heavy equipment sitting on Perkins Road with a cut into the property, at least the western parcel.
Right,
I'm wondering if that was just enough to get a heavy equipment in to do drainage testing? And they didn't see.
I don't know, I know the excavator was sitting there for quite some time.
Right,
Um,
but they didn't then continue cutting trees after that. It was more like they cut in an entrance.
yeah, I wonder how they're gonna get into that second lot, because isn't that quite a bit higher than the road?
Yeah.
Well, there's a driveway plan on one of the
Oh,
other
yeah.
pages. There you go.
Okay. Oh, so it's just gonna have a steep driveway,
Nice straight street driveway.
so you can slide right down,
But at least it is kind of south facing, so the sun will hit it.
yeah.
It's also, I mean, it's not an issue, I don't think, for us, but gotta be some traffic and sight distance issues doing this.
Right, which we are aware of because they exist on the opposite side of the road.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think from Perkins, you can see down to 93, so
Yeah,
they may be able to see under 93, which you cannot see from Perkins.
But I don't think it's an issue for us anyway.
no.
Right, right. Traffic.
So do we have anything on this one?
You seem to have stayed away from the wrong spots.
Are the buffers marked, are those wetlands there? They are, right?
There are wetlands, but I don't think they're big enough for a buffer.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't have any comment about it.
I mean, to their credit, if they're gonna leave the forest cover the way they're showing it on the plan, that would not be too bad.
Yeah, I suspect they're gonna wanna keep it just for noise mitigation. You know, having the highway right there.
Right.
So no objections?
No comment, I would say.
Okay. All right. Seeing no one for public comment, we'll move on by that. Old business. We talked, whenever we met before, about how the recreation plan does not appear on the website any longer. And people helped me find that it was RNet, something that
Yeah. that
developed it.
makes
As
sense.
soon as I heard it, it was like, yes, that's it. I called them, I emailed them, no response, nothing, crickets. So customer service is not their thing.
Are they still in existence?
They've got a nice website and they use our report as one of their featured projects that they've done. So, I don't know, unless somebody knows how to get to them, doesn't look like we're gonna get any help.
I would recommend persistence. I'll call them, every few days.
Yeah, I mean, I try and be, okay, say somebody's on vacation for a month.
Yeah, right.
So, try back. But it would be good to have an in.
Yeah.
Not even a voicemail or anything.
No, nothing, no. So, yeah, that was disappointing. New business,
Marge, I have a old business
Okay.
item, I think. Do whatever you want, but we need to schedule a site visit with the property that we're considering for a purchase.
okay,
And I was hoping to do it after a period of dry weather, which we pretty much have. We got a couple of possibilities, but they're pretty wimpy. So I was thinking Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
okay.
Does that, anybody can make that?
Of course, this is the day I didn't bring my book.
I can probably make Tuesday of next week.
Probably do Tuesday.
Afternoon, maybe?
Sure.
So, do you wanna just email out so everybody knows where to go?
Yeah,
And then,
or actually, I guess I should have you do it, so you don't do the spoken
Yeah.
thing.
well, email me and then I'll, okay,
So if I do, for those that can make it, I mean, it shouldn't take very long, it's a very small piece. Like 1 o'clock
okay,
Tuesday,
all right,
I would say, wear your tick-proof gear.
yes. Or definitely sure, yep. Yeah, all right. Any other old business before I go skipping ahead?
I heard from the sign builders.
Oh.
They have the design, so it's just an electronic thing right now, but, so that's moving ahead.
Do they have to submit it to get approved? By,
Yeah, they'll coordinate with us, historical division,
yeah, because I know,
probably do ARM but as a courtesy,
right,
So I don't have it yet, I mean, they're still they might be negotiating with their vendor, you
Hmm.
know. But anyway, they're making progress.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a text from one of my mountain bike person, and he mentioned that the Mathis Trail is practically impassable. It's completely overgrown and really brushy, and he suggested that, we might need a power tool, like, a brush mower, to go in there and clean out that trail. Well, I just happen to have a brush mower, that if we can get a crew at some point, you know, after it's done being 90 degrees out, to maybe work on that trail. But since I put this on the agenda, I popped over to Foucher Road, and the entrance to that trail has been mowed and weed whacked. It looks beautiful, so I'm guessing Trailways is working on it. I actually think Mike Byerly is one of the ones working on it. And Jamie was in the picture that I saw in the paper. So I'm gonna see if they are doing anything, or can we team up with them to maybe, if we mow it now, that stuff's not gonna grow back till spring. So we'll have a good open window there.
I have not been on it for a year, other than up near the trailhead. It used to be that it got very bad in the open space where they had the landing area.
Oh,
And once you got started down the hill, it was
it's
better.
better.
I don't know if that's true this year or not, because it didn't grow over in the spring,
Hmm.
but it grew over like crazy in July.
Yeah, a lot of stuff did. So let me work on that. I'm gonna, check with Sandy at Trailways and see if we can coordinate something. And then I got it's related, got a call from, Tom Kimball, and the beavers are at it again. And the reason I was at Foucher was going to check to see the beaver dam, and the dam is about 2 feet above the boardwalk.
Right.
It's high, and it's nice because they weed whacked the front of that dam, so I can see it pretty well. The water is running, but it's definitely a pond, but what's odd is there's no den. You can't see a den there, so I don't know why they're paying so much attention to that dam, but it's backing up into the Londonderry Country Club, and he has requested that we do something. And I don't remember if we trapped and pulled part of the dam last time, or just pulled apart part of the dam.
I thought, my memory is that we as a group didn't do either of those things.
No,
And we didn't get a beaver guy for that, but I thought we gave the country club permission,
right. to
and
pull-
somebody went in there and tore a big chunk of the dam down.
Right,
And it was enough that it stayed down for a couple of years.
because we can't use heavy equipment. We have to,
Right.
use,
Brute force.
And I don't know how it was done, but a section of it was taken down a couple of feet.
yeah. So, should I try and see if we can get town staff to help us out?
Yeah,
And just,
because of the boardwalk, I don't know how, again, it's been years, so.
and I was pleased that the boardwalk is very stable. I, went back and forth on it, and it is not being affected by the dam that's there,
Right.
which was my concern, that was gonna,
I think the section that was taken down was closest to the trailhead, so it may have been done by a backhoe or something
oh, that
that
would
pulled
reach.
right up to the
Yeah.
boardwalk but didn't get on it.
All right, let me check with DPW and see what we could do there. And then,
About a beaver deceiver, I think that was done, there was another place where a neighborhood off of Hickory Hill.
Yeah,
was
right.
having- I think that's where the guy came and trapped beavers and stuff.
And I thought I remembered seeing the remains of a tube there. It wasn't a full-blown.
I think there was a piece of fairly large PVC pipe in it at one time.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know if that's still there or not. I haven't looked
Well,
at it.
yeah, and I was trying to remember how long ago that was
It
because,
was years.
yeah, I know it was pre-COVID.
Yeah, and it was successful for years. It's-
Yeah.
It's really only this year that it started, that I was aware it was back up.
And I was trying to estimate how long it's been, to figure out how long it is that they cycle through, you know, because they truly, they eat and then they move on. and
Well,
they
like you,
eat and they move
I
on.
haven't seen any saplings chewed, I haven't seen a dent either, so. If
Yeah,
it,
those beaver meadow cycles are more like, 10, 20 years. So.
Yeah, well, 10 years could
Yeah.
have been 10 years.
could have been 10.
Yeah,
Because
right.
Tom's mentioned that there's a lot of young poplars that have disappeared,
Oh, all right, so
so,
that says they are taking saplings
yeah.
then.
All right, so I will follow up on that. And then I have map updates on here. I'm not sure how many of the newer trails are on the trail maps that you have. There's, am I correct, there is nowhere on the website that I can look at the trail map?
I don't know since they redid the website.
I think since that recreation guide has gone,
Yeah,
I don't think it's on there.
okay.
And I'm wondering if there's a way to get that back on. But I also want to make sure that what you have is what's actually out there, because we need to get maps printed. And
Yeah.
I hate to print ones that are missing. And then we want to add, I don't know what you call it, the Laugh-A-Loop here.
I feel like I did. I added one
Okay,
a year or more ago.
that's out here. through-
I thought it was the Laugh-A-Loop.
Okay.
I thought I did. I'll look, but yeah.
All right, yeah, maybe we can just, can you email what you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we can look at that and see if anything is missing. And then I wanted to touch base with Mike Byerly to see what color he decided to glaze the Piper Rising. So we can color coordinate that on the map.
The map on the Avenza website is still up, but it does not have the updates on it.
And it looks like the paper map?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's on Avenza, okay.
Yeah, but it should be on the town website. So.
Right, it should be somewhere, even if it's just a link to the map.
Yeah, it used to be in that.
I saw
that
an
map tab.
I saw an updated one, but it's, like I say, it's not, actually, it's not on the Avenza that I have loaded to my phone, so,
Oh.
but I haven't loaded it
Hmm.
anytime recently.
And then we had Mike and I had a nice walk with Alyssa from Forest Society, and mentioned to her that we have been sending monitoring reports annually explaining that there's multiple encroachments on Bacchus, Ingersoll, and that never have anybody done anything about it. I got a response.
Wow.
She took our message to the right person, and they say that they have been corresponding with people, and people are just not doing what they're being asked to do. And it said, we recently sent out several detailed letters to specific abutters about the most egregious of these potential encroachments, and also sent a more generic letter to every abutter asking people to be aware of our blazed boundary and to please respect recreational use guidelines. It said they have sent that letter out numerous times over the past 18 years.
Is that from Wendy?
This is from Carrie, and and copied Sarah. So they're doing something, it's just they never told us about it. But maybe now they will, because they know we're checking.
I don't know how hard we wanna push. Do we have the policeman who stepped in for,
Well, that's what I was just thinking. It's unfortunate they didn't respond. Well, we had a conservation officer that could have helped them.
yeah, having somebody at your front door in uniform does get your
Exactly.
attention.
Now, we don't have that
So-
service any
So
longer.
is he not doing that part-time? I thought he was doing it part-time.
I don't know. It's, I don't know what
Complicated.
he's doing.
Okay.
And then, taking action for wildlife. I got an email from them. They have a community technical assistance program where they will help communities, conservation commissions specifically mentioned, to do things like design and plan educational events, develop educational materials, conduct outreach to private landowners, implement wildlife habitat management, assess and address potential impacts of trails or recreation on wildlife, identify and prioritize land conservation opportunities using state wildlife action plan maps, develop a conservation prioritization checklist. So, I thought that was cool. It says applications should reflect interest from multiple members of the commission with a strong interest in pursuing a tangible goal or project. There is no fee for this assistance. Communities must commit to at least one meeting with taking action for wildlife staff, which can be held during a regular meeting. We typically require approximately 1 hour meeting time to review relevant wildlife and habitat information and facilitate discussion to help clarify goals and next steps. So I'm wondering if we took our little list of strategic plan that we made and see if any of these things would be a good match. And see if we couldn't line something up to get some help. And then,
It's a kind of a technical expertise type of thing, that they're not bringing money or working hands,
no, I think they're just telling us how to do it.
giving you advice.
Or providing resources, because the, taking action for wildlife, I think there's a lot of data that they can provide, just, like, if we need to support a project with data, I'm sure they can give us that supporting material. And then I have our annual estimate from RCCD for the monitoring of Ingersoll. It's $749. Not sure how much that was in the past, but something similar. So I need to have a motion to take that out of our line item budget. Anybody?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed or abstained? I should have appointed Mike Speltz to vote for Harry.
So I didn't vote.
Yeah, that's what cued me in. And I think that's all I have.
You know, when you were mentioning, when you accidentally said Fish and Game meeting before, so it reminded me that the Fish and Game owns the Mathis property, and I know we have a memorandum of understanding with them about what we could do on that trail, but we need to probably make sure.
Reference that.
I mean, depending on what kind of equipment we're gonna drag in there, make sure we're copacetic with them.
All right, because I thought it would basically, we could maintain that one trail and that was it.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that sounds right. And we or somebody put in the small bridge after they owned it, and that was no issue. That was all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's right.
It's at least good to let them know
You know,
Yeah.
if they own the property, we're gonna be coming in to doing some maintenance work.
All right, yeah. Anything else?
Just the email I mentioned with the Hickory Hill kiosk is
Oh, yes.
fairly inaccessible because when they put in the new parking lot, people quit walking on that trail, so that's overgrown.
Yes, and when I go in there, is that black fabric that they put along the, you know, when they were building, how long does that have to stay there?
Right.
I'm pretty sure we should, that should be able to be removed. Hickory Hill is gonna need, I think, some work to move the kiosk and then somehow make it clear that that's not the path anymore. Because I think the water rushes through there and ruts that out pretty bad.
Can.
So I don't know if we can get them to do some gravel or something to just stabilize that.
They put gravel on it when they put the parking lot in, but I think a lot of
Yeah.
it washed down.
Um,
But most people aren't going down now. They go to the edge of the parking lot and turn left. And that's just a short loop and brings you back down to the main trail.
Okay.
That's the only trail that seems to be
Used.
staying open through use.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that, it's just different. And the map's wrong.
Oh, oh, right.
If we're gonna accept that that's how people are getting in and out of there, the parking lot probably ought to be on the map and the trail that people are using.
Good point. All right. Anything else? Anybody has? Nothing?
Minutes?
Easy peasy. We'll do minutes. Oh, and the other thing, on the Cooper parcel, where the power lines cross Litchfield Road, Eversource has a gate. And for the last couple of weeks, that gate has been left open. I walked over and shut it, put the chain, but there's no lock. I don't know who to contact to have them lock that up. Because people can just drive right through Watts Brook if they have their, you know, big truck.
There is we have a designated town Eversource liaison. You don't know who it is, do you, Mike?
No.
I suspect I bet somebody in the planning department probably knows. I don't know who to ask. Is there anybody left there besides you?
It's me and Alicia.
I don't know, maybe there's something on the website about a community contact.
Maybe the town manager knows.
I may be wrong. I thought every once in a while Glenn used to interact with him about right-of-ways and stuff, and he might have a name.
Yeah, because somebody from Eversource has a key to all the
Right.
the things. So whoever has that key must have the lock that's not there anymore, or can put a lock that matches the key.
Right.
Right.
Because it was funny that the gates are open, because they went through all kinds of, they added great big stumps along the, so vehicles couldn't drive around it.
Right.
Then they left the
Leave it
gate
wide
open,
yeah.
so. All right, we'll see if we can find out who knows Eversource. Okay, minutes?
I don't have any changes.
And on line 51, Mike, I think you had mentioned changing shelving to disregard. Do we have opinions on that? This is line 51, the line reads, they spoke against shelving the strategic plan. Did we want to change that to disregard? Or I guess disregarding, or does it seem like shelving seems like the best choice?
I don't think shelving is the intent there.
I would probably suggest changing it to disregarding on line 51. Does that seem appropriate to everyone?
Read this, what does it say? Disability. The appropriateness. Oh, yeah, right. Could you say something like,
Stripping down.
yeah, drastically modifying?
I think that sounds good.
And it kind of echoed, I think, what you were saying, because
Yeah.
you, the one that made the biggest detailed comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Eviscerating?
Yeah, right, that's exactly.
If the shoe fits, no.
Actually, I don't know if everybody's aware, I learned at the utility committee meeting last Tuesday that, and you probably read about it in the paper also, that the strategic plan is being held in abeyance
Mhm.
until next spring, so there'll be another go at it, through the process again. However, the town manager's intent is that, all the stuff that's there that's good to do, boards and commissions and departments are gonna continue to work on. There just won't be anything that requires a budget funding hardware.
Mm.
But that was all decided after these minutes, so. it was-
Right.
Right. Anything else?
Move to accept the minutes of July 14th as amended.
Okay, motion from Bob,
Second.
second from David. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain?
Yeah, I abstain.
L abstained, motion passed.
I guess I'll move we adjourn then.
Motion by Jean,
I'll second that.
second by Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.
That's working.